Okay, lastly, he has this issue on, what's the point of us asking God if God knows everything? Does our asking make a difference or not? Well, okay, look. So let's say I'm looking for something, okay, for it to happen in my lifetime. Again, for anything, for us to be able to understand any of this stuff, you need to have the whole picture of Islam. If you just look at it from a worldly perspective, things wouldn't make sense. Okay, let's take an example. So let's say I want to, I don't know, invent a certain type of car, okay, and I want to do that, and in my lifetime. Okay, now today Allah already knows that this will it happen or not. Okay, well, fine. Now, what does it mean? Like, what am I supposed to do? So I'm supposed to work hard towards it, take the means, and make dua to Allah. So just like me doing my research has impact on the results, likewise we believe that asking Allah has impact. Now, it depends on, so Allah has told me that, look, if you want something, you work hard, you try it. For example, strive for it, as the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam taught us, ihris ala ma yanfa'uk, right? So be diligent, strive to do what is beneficial for you and do not be lazy, and so on and so forth. Part of that is also to make dua. So these are some of the ways that Allah has taught me. So if I take those steps, they will have an impact. Okay, now for anything to happen, Allah has created causes. So for something to happen, Allah has created causes like research, has created causes like studies, education, experimentation, and so on and so forth. So anything that happens is bounded by, is a result of causes. Allah is not bounded by causes, but in general, Allah has a principle in place, which is that things have causes. Okay, and Allah is the one who makes those causes lead to the results. So what am I responsible for? I'm responsible for taking steps to do what will make things happen. I can take physical steps such as studies and experimentation. I can take spiritual steps like making dua, and the best thing is for me to do both things. Now, the reason I was saying is that you have to understand things in totality, is to also understand that, look, my dua has impact. My dua has impact, even if it does not have the impact of changing what I will get in this world. Okay, let's say even with dua and hard work, I don't get what I'm looking for. My end results, my reward, my repayment from Allah for all these things would be higher and bigger if I had made dua than someone who has not made dua. So let's say two people put in the same amount of worldly effort, studies and experimentation, what have you, and they don't get the result. One had made dua and one has not. So the reward or the compensation for the person who actually made dua will be way more than the one who did not. Now, it does not make sense for us. Look, again, at the end of the day, why are we here? We are being tested. So what are we responsible for is our actions, and making our actions in accordance with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So that's one way of thinking about it. Hey, okay, I want to do this thing. What does Allah tells me to do? Well, He tells you to seek knowledge. He tells you to experiment. He tells you to work hard. He tells you to strive towards it. He tells you to make dua. He tells you to be patient, and so on and so forth. Okay, now that's it. So I just need to do that and keep working towards it. End of discussion. So that's one way of thinking about it. And the other way of thinking about it, okay, what if this, what if this? And if you look at it, like, that person is just like roaming around in circle. And it just makes me wonder, why would somebody ask these type of questions? So I hope that this is clear and crystal clear and makes sense to those who are truly and sincerely seeking truth. And all guidance belongs to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Subhanakallahumma wa bihamdik. Ashhadu an la ilaha illa anta astaghfiruka wa atubu ilayk. Assalamu alaikum.